Helium, a presentation by Helium is a chemical element on the periodic table represented by He. It is the second lightest element after hydrogen and before lithium. It is a non-toxic, tasteless, odorless, and colorless gas. It is very abundant, as it is the second most common element in the whole universe and takes up 24% of it. But although helium is constantly produced by nuclear fusion in stars and is abundant in space, it is rarer on Earth, taking up only 0.00052% of the atmosphere. The symbol for helium is He. The group of elements is noble gases, which means that when you pass an electric current through it, it glows. The atomic number for helium is 2. The atomic weight is 4.002602. Helium was first recognized as a new element on October 20th, 1868. It was found by Norman Lockyer when he was observing the solar spectrum. He named it after Helios, the Greek sun god. But it wasn't until 1895 when there was proof that helium existed on Earth. Sir William Ramsay, a chemist, isolated helium by treating a mineral with mineral acids. It was identified as helium by Lockyer and another chemist. Here you can see a picture of Sir William Ramsay to the right. Helium, when inhaled, increases the timbre of your voice. This amusing event occurs because helium is lighter than most gases that make up air. When it passes by your vocal cords, it makes them vibrate faster. The vocal cords vibrating faster makes your voice a higher timbre. The higher the timbre of your voice, the higher the pitch of your voice. This results in a squeaky, duck-like voice. Here we will give a demonstration. Helium is found in concentrated quantities where natural gas is extracted. It is available as a byproduct of oil as found under the American Great Plains. It is extracted through the process of gas liquefaction. This is when gas is cooled so that they naturally become a liquid and are easier to collect. You may not think helium to be very useful, except to make your party guests happy with floating balloons. But in fact, helium has many uses, from cryogenics to MRI scanners. Only recently has the value of helium been fully recognized, because we haven't had many uses of helium until recently. Unfortunately, there is a very limited amount of helium on Earth. Helium has a very low boiling point, so liquid helium is used in cryogenics, the study of extremely low temperatures. Also, liquid helium can be used to cool certain materials to the point of superconductivity. More about this can be found in the Cooling MRIs paragraph. Helium is used in trimix, a mix of air used in a diver's breathing gas. The mixture contains oxygen, helium, and nitrogen. This is used so that the mixture can be adjusted to the depth that the diver is going. The main reason that helium is added is because it reduces the proportion of nitrogen and oxygen. A lower amount of nitrogen helps reduce the effect of nitrogen narcosis, while a lower amount of oxygen prevents oxygen toxicity. MRI stands for magnetic resonance imaging, and it requires very powerful electromagnets, which can only be brought to such a powerful state by achieving superconductivity with it. This has to be done by cooling the electromagnetic coils with liquid helium to very low temperatures. Helium helps scientists in the dating of rocks that contain uranium and thorium. Uranium and thorium decay by shedding part of their proton and neutron. When this happens, helium and lead is created. By measuring the ratio of this special type of 206 lead to the uranium, the approximated date of the rock can be calculated. Helium is the second lightest gas, after hydrogen, so it is commonly used to float airships. The reason helium is used instead of hydrogen is because helium is not only not flammable, but it is flame retardant, unlike hydrogen, a highly flammable gas. People stopped using hydrogen to fill airships after accidents like the Hindenburg. Hydrogen, helium. Helium is used to make controlled atmospheres, as it is an inert gas. It is used in the growing of germanium and silicon crystals, as they cannot be grown in the normal atmosphere, and other similar industrial applications. The issue with helium is that it is a very valuable gas that can be used for medical purposes and industrial applications, and it has been and still is being squandered in party balloons. Terrestrial helium is close to being entirely depleted, which may force people to find alternatives for industrial and medical applications. Fortunately, people are looking to other sources of helium to harvest from. Project Icarus is an interstellar spacecraft development program started by the British Interplanetary Society and the Tau Zero Foundation. Project Icarus is a fusion-powered spacecraft which would be able to travel at high speeds and a long distance without stopping. It is right now in development, being managed by Icarus Interstellar Incorporated, a non-profit organization. Now, what does this have to do with helium? One idea for Project Icarus is for it to be used to take a craft to Uranus and harvest helium from the atmosphere, as there is a high concentration of helium and a very valuable and rare isotope of helium known as helium-3 or H3. Now, helium is a valuable resource that is not to be wasted. The only way that our supplies might last is if we don't waste it on unimportant things, but conserve it. There's trouble on the horizon, so we have to be careful. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed our little video. Thank you. The end.